Restonic presents Bradley Swanepoel versus Yebo Ben Ntambwe.
In lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. He feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know him, but no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Tox picking it up. Let's go. You never really talk much, never concerned with status, but still even in starstruck. Humble through opportunities,
and here we go, ladies and gentlemen, next matchup here at EFC 81, and it is a featherweight bout between Yebo and Ntambwe taking on Bradley Swanepoel. And here comes Yebo, tough fighter out of Junkyard MMA, Boxburg. Ferdy Bassan, of course, his trainer, so he's got a great camp behind him. Yebo making his debut here at EFC 81. See how successful he is.
Yeah, and it's a bit of a mystery, isn't it, Yebo? He's one of those guys from the DRC. He was also known as Shelton. And it's just one of those guys where we don't necessarily know in terms of his professional record where he's fought before. I mean, we're saying this is his EFC debut, it's his pro debut, but he's one of those guys that we think has fought in so many different types of disciplines, legal or not illegal, in the southern part of the continent. I mean, he's a fantastic striker. My only concern is that I'm not sure if he's got the ground game to deal with his opponent. That being said, however, we know that coming from Junkyard MMA, if there's any holes in his ground game, Ferdy Bassan is one of those guys who's ready to fix it.
Well, right now he's in the CM Trading Prep Zone, brought to you by CM Trading, Africa's local broker. All you got to do is go to cmtrading.com as he gets ready for battle. You said it perfectly. You know, it's all about the camp that you're in, and I know that he's been putting a lot of time in there with the one and only Ferdy Bassan, of course, the 2018 Referee of the Year here at the EFC. But a lot of people don't realize that he is one of the better trainers in South Africa as well, has put together some incredible athletes over the years. And now Yebo is the next in line out of Junkyard MMA. Let's see if he can step his game up and win the battle of a debut here, taking on Bradley Swanepoel, who comes from such a huge, long lineage of mixed martial arts in South Africa. Can he spoil the debut of one of the biggest up-and-coming prospects that we've seen in a while, Bradley Swanepoel? Yebo, Shelton, Ntambwe is ready to get it done inside the hex. And here we go. It is the debut of the Nightmare, Bradley Swanepoel. Of course, he is the 21-year-old son of one of the greater trainers here in EFC history in South Africa, Morne Swanepoel, one of the pioneers of MMA in this country. And this being his son, and of course his other son Dylan as well, these guys have a lot on their shoulders, a lot of pressure to succeed in this sport. They've been watching and competing since they were 7 years old. It's pretty incredible.
Well, Bradley was, he was a baby on the mats. He was still an infant. I mean, I think he started officially training at his dad's gyms when he was 4 years old. The interesting thing about combat coaching in the Manzantoti is that they're kind of almost, I won't say revolutionized, but they really brought a different system of teaching mixed martial arts to children. And here you have now a young Swanepoel overtaking the legacy of his father. And Morne Swanepoel, like as you said, is one of the most famous pioneers in the history of MMA, particularly in Durban, because the Manzantoti is on the south coast of Southeast Africa on the Indian Ocean. It's one of the most best breeding grounds we've ever had for MMA. And Morne Swanepoel was at the heart of it, trained such fantastic fighters in the EFC in the past, like Wesley Hawkey, for example. but in his own boy now, he's putting into the hexagon. And we're truly going to see an inheritance of the Swanepoel legacy, but also whether or not this revolutionary system of teaching MMA to children that has been replicated across South Africa truly works. And I think it does. This kid is his debut in the EFC, and he is one of the hottest prospects I can ever remember in the featherweight division.
Oh, 100%. Bradley Swanepoel, could he be the next coming? Could be a huge player a year from now or 2 years from now here in the EFC featherweight division. It all starts tonight here in Pretoria. This fight, of course, brought to you by our good friends and our good partners, Stonic Mattresses, sporting dreams since 1938.
It's time to take a look at the Easy Equities tail of the tape for this bout. 11 years elder is Yebo Benentambwe. 1 inch higher is Swanepoel. The weight was exactly the same yesterday at weigh-ins, but it's just under a 1 inch reach advantage that's being enjoyed by the Congolese athlete Yebo Shelton Benentambwe. What a way of kicking off EFC 81 in the featherweight division. Two very cracking strikers. Let's see what they got now and send it up to Cyrus Fees.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, 3 rounds in the EFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He is a kickboxer making his professional debut. Standing 5 foot 9 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Johannesburg, South Africa. Yebo Shelton Tambwe. And now his opponent, standing across the hexagon and fighting out of the blue corner. He is a mixed martial artist also, making his professional debut. Standing 6 feet tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Durban, South Africa. I give you Bradley, the Nightmare Swanepoel. Your referee when the action begins, Victor Swart.
For lovely Sashka joining us here this evening in Pretoria. Of course, the RDG Hexagon girls come from Rex Diffing Gearbox, which has 10 branches countrywide. You can find your nearest RDG branch at rdg.co.za. Now open right here in Pretoria at the N4 Gateway Industrial Park.
That's right, Simon. It is time for some action, as Redman said back in the day. It is a featherweight matchup.
Old school quote there.
Oh, yeah. Wow, yeah. Bradley Swanepoel, the Nightmare, taking on the very talented Yebo Ntambwe. 2 debuts looking to make a big impression here in the EFC. Round 1, of course, brought to you by our good friends at Dragon Energy Drink. Power's yours with Dragon Energy Drink. In the black, the red, and the yellow, that's Bradley Swanepoel. In the all black, that is Ntambwe.
Let's not forget that Yebo Benentambwe is actually a kickboxing champion, so his striking is superb. I know Bradley's got some good fists as well, but it's going to be on the ground where I think he'll be in the ascendancy. But he must be careful fighting a kickboxing champion like Yebo. Oh, beautiful takedown.
That was textbook. That is all the years, all the time inside the gym there. A team MMA fighter in Durban. And you saw he ducked right in there, went for the takedown, readjusted, and got it easily.
Just wheeled it around, and very little defense from Majuba. He thinks he's got a neck there, but he's got no clinch going on. Bradley's grimming a bit. He's pulling on tight. He's trying to get the... he almost went for wrist control there. He seems to be struggling a little bit, does Bradley.
Ooh, that could be a problem. Can he step over?
Looks like he's thinking
this would be a huge upset.
If he pops out, he's in full mount, and he had the butterflies in with his feet, but he's let them go.
You know, a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure, you know, Simon, and that's something typically he's going to get out of fairly quickly. But when you got the bright lights on you and you got all the pressure of making your debut, sometimes you do have these sort of mistakes, and sometimes you tap and you get into a different state. But it seems like Bradley Swanepoel should be able to get out of this predicament as he goes into side control.
Yeah, it was a nice escape from him. He gutted that really out. He was gritting and champing down on his mouthpiece from our angle. You could see it was in a bit of a difficult situation, but he didn't panic. He took it easy, he listened to his corner, and like he said, he moved over to the side, he relieved the pressure on his neck, and now he's in a very good position because he is quite a beast when he's in top control, as Bradley. I mean, he tore through the amateurs, particularly in the grappling. We know that his striking is pretty decent, my word. But we know that he had a fantastic amateur record, and he really did tear through everybody, and it was his grappling that was account for a lot of his victories. So it's a nasty position for Yebo Benentamba to be in right now. I think Bradley's looking to pass.
And man, he is in a great position right now, looking for that head and arm choke, that arm triangle. He's going to pop out. This is going to be over.
Moving around to the side to tighten it up.
Say good night to Shelton.
Oh, that's textbook.
That is so tight.
beautiful.
This fight's over.
Wow.
And the nightmare indeed. What a win for Bradley Swanepoel.
What a fantastic way of making a debut.
Oh man, you know, that's what it's all about. You put in all that time, all the amateur fights, all the time on the mats, and it ends with this. EFC 81. This marks the beginning of the pro career of Bradley Swanepoel. I think we both see big things out of this young man in the future.
Yeah, but just a textbook takedown, wasn't it? You couldn't have scripted it better. I mean, he really timed it beautifully. He went for the single, willed his opponent round. I mean, he had a bit of a little tricky situation. The neck crank was in, but he just like popped it out. He was very, very patient. Went into side, got the butterfly hooks in, then saw the arm triangle. He moved round to the side to increase the pressure on the nerve on the side of the neck that put the arm triangle choke in, and wow, fantastic victory on debut for Nightmare Swanepoel.
100% in a tough night at the office there for Shelton Ntwambwe. Hopefully we'll see Yebo back very, very soon. Big win for Bradley Swanepoel here at EFC 81 in Pretoria.
Yeah, it would be good seeing Ntwambwe have another couple of rounds so we can see what he's made of. We know what great striking he's got, and you can see how disappointed he was, but it was really no escape from him. It was once Bradley moved around to the side to increase the pressure, there was very little the Yebo Benentamba could do to get away from that position. But once that takedown was put in, it was really like 30 seconds of danger that young Swanepoel was in. He was able to get away from the submission danger and take the submission win himself. Fantastic performance for such a young man. We'll see this featherweight for quite a few more years, I can imagine. I don't want to preempt it with a commentator's curse, but you may be looking at a future champion someday with that kind of patience and toughness that we expect from a Swanepoel. Cracking debut for Swanepoel. So let's put this one in the record books now. Send it up to Cyrus Fees.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Vika Swart calls a stop to the contest at 2 minutes and 16 seconds of round number 1. Your winner by tap out due to arm triangle, Bradley the Nightmare Swanepoel.
I'm here with your winner, Bradley Swanepoel. Brad, a fantastic performance on debut. Did you feel the pressure of the Swanepoel legacy, or was it something that gave you that extra boost coming in on your first pro fight?
No, it wasn't any legacy, it was so pressure. I knew what I had to do. My game plan worked perfectly. Thank you so much for my coach, my team, my brother, my family over there. Thank you very much. I'm so honored to be here at the EFC.
So what do you want out of this career? Because obviously you're a young man, you've got your whole career ahead of you, and you come in and put on a cracking debut like that. What do you want out of the EFC?
Well, let's see where it goes, and I would really like to come back and also improve my career.
Well, that was a cracking debut. I can't wait to see you fight again. Congratulations. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Bradley Nightmare Swanepoel.
So there it is, caught up in his words. What a big moment for Bradley Swanepoel, Dylan Swanepoel, and of course Morne Swanepoel and the whole team there at Team MMA Fighter, as this young man has officially entered the pro ranks here at the EFC, and a fantastic debut, textbook, drug it to the ground, got the arm triangle in dominant fashion, and living up to his name as the Nightmare. Bradley Swanepoel with a big win. Don't go anywhere. More action from Times Square in Pretoria.